Hello everyone, Von Marie here and welcome back to my channel. So I promised you I would show you my Cricut again and how I do my SVG cutting for KCC23. So I download all 6 files. It's A through F, A through F. And right now I'm showing you the sentiments and the ephemera, and I am also going to be showing you the pattern paper. So I download all this, and you can get this from the Patreon membership. So check what status you are. Platinum, of course, gets you everything. And look at these beautiful printable papers. I love these pattern papers, and I chose 6 for my projects, and I have my video posted, and I said in a day or two I would get this SVG files video up. Look how pretty that ephemera is that I printed. This page here, I just love it. So you can cut them out, or I actually have a video with my brother scan and cut too that I gotta get put up too. So the leaves, so I chose 6 pattern papers. I usually do a full sheet because I don't know how to do a 6x6, and I like to put it a little bit bigger on my Cricut just in case I don't line it up right, and then I don't want to have some pieces missing. So those are my 6 papers. And so let's get started. So after I download the files, I cut them. So these are about 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. I line it up on my Cricut sheet and make sure it's nice and sticky. Sometimes it's not really sticky, so I might have to use some washi tape. And then I have my Windows computer and my Cricut Studio open, and I'm just putting what weight my paper is, and I'm kind of guessing on my machine because it just has it doesn't really have weight sizes. So here is what I'm going to A first, and so I will just cross out the other ones, the other letters, because I only want to cut out A. And I already have them on my computer because we're in August, so I did some in July. So here is my second set, and I need to plug it into my computer or it's not going to work, my Cricut with my computer. And so you have to have your Wi-Fi on, and so just getting it all ready and making sure that I have my machine on there, and it's like the oldest machine but it still works, showing me where it's gonna cut. But again, it never looks the same on my mat, so I'm just kind of making sure I have it right. And then it's telling me, it's blinking at me so I can press it so it can get started. And it will tell me how much percentage is cut, how much I have left. So I kind of just hold it sometimes too because I get scared that I think I need a new blade, and then I probably need a new mat. So you have to replace those every, I don't know, I've never replaced my blade, and this is a pretty old Cricut, so that's what I'm thinking. Sometimes I don't get some smooth cuts, and so I'm gonna look into that next time I go to a place that sells Cricut materials, or maybe I'll just order it. So it's cutting all my pieces for A, and this just does the pattern paper. We still need to do the panels. We still have to cut those pieces, and see, it moved a little, so I'll just hold it in place and make sure nothing else moves. And I probably should have put washi tape as well, but I thought it was pretty sticky. So, and like I said, and then so A is done. So now I'm pressing the blinking button so I can take all these pieces off my mat. And I'll just put them in a baggie that says A. It says KCC23 and it has A on it. And after I do A through F, then I go ahead and put the pieces in my card sketch 1 through 15. So I have 15 of those baggies as well. So it's a little bit of a process. Also, I have like my card bases and my panels kind of cut to the side, and sometimes I still have to get my trimmer out because something doesn't look right. So, but I do love the SVGs. They do help me out a lot, and it saves me from cutting as much as I would. But some of you love doing that or don't have a Cricut, so, or a Brother Scan and Cut, I think does the same thing too. Or there's other machines out there. So I don't know. This so far is working. And so now I will just put in my B file and press start. And again, 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 is what I like to put my pattern paper on my mat. And it's pretty quick. I don't have this sped up at all because I wanted you to see just how it is to cut using your electronic cutting machine and your SVG files for KCC23. And like I said, I have my video up from I put it on the 1st. I'm not sure what day I'm airing this video, but check it out. I also have my videos from July. I did do a Stamps of Life kit with the card sketches 1 through 15 as well. So lots of inspiration. Also, there's a playlist, so you can check that out as well. So just grabbing my pieces here, and sometimes there's tiny strips just from the outside of the cutting, and I sometimes keep those just in case I might need those later. I don't know, sometimes a card sketch needs like a tiny strip, so I don't throw everything out. I mean, throw anything out unless, you know, I'm fully done with my 15 cards and I won't need that strip. Make sure, because I have thrown some pieces out thinking it was trash and it wasn't. Okay, so now we're on to number C. So, and whoops. And so now I am just going to, this paper actually didn't do so well with my cutting machine, and I had to stop it, and then that probably is why I had to trim some extra pieces because this just got stuck. Look, and you can see it was moving already, and yeah, I don't know what happened. I had washi or I had some tape there, and it's just still didn't like it for some reason. So I mean, sometimes that happens, right? And then here I am cutting my next paper. So this one is D. So that pink gingham was C. As you can see to the right, I have my baggies there. And there I have tools to lift these pieces, but I didn't have them on my table at the moment, so I'm just using my nails and lifting them just. So now this is going to be D. I think D. Well, it looks like it from my papers to the, my baggie to the right. And then we are almost done. So I'll cut my 6 pattern papers and no thinking. Can even watch a video while you are doing this. And I just like that it's another option to help you with cutting. I did find, how many trimmers do we have? I did find a trimmer because Barbara, she told me which trimmer she likes, and then I looked in my stash and I was like, oh my gosh, I have one of those trimmers. And I think it's let me see, it's a We Are Memory Keepers trimmer, and it has like all the measurements that Kendra has for KCC20 for KCC challenges. And I was like, oh my gosh, that could have saved me a lot of time in the past. So I am grateful for that trimmer now. And so I keep that one close by, and that one really has helped because I was just going back and forth with trimmers, and I even had a scoreboard that had measurements that helped me sometimes too. Okay, so we are down to our last paper. So this should be F. I believe this was the last paper I printed. So this one should be F. Yes. So yay. And I really like this one. It's really, really pretty. So Vintage Preserves is how I got these pattern papers. So it is a bonus printable for August. So check out the Patreon memberships, and then you get all that ephemera and sentiments. There's round sentiments and sentiment strips that you can use with the Not Too Shabby die that was designed by LV Handcrafted. So I will put those in the description, and hope you, if you have a machine, hopefully you will like doing the SVG files. I did talk to a crafty friend and she liked it, so yeah, so it's just another option. And there it is. So I am just going to pick up these pieces, and I love when there's big pieces because then you know that the machine did its job. It didn't cut some of these little pieces out. And there is a card sketch with like 3 circles. I think it's 13, and it did really good. And I love the half circles too. That's so fun. So those are those 3 circles that I was talking about. This one cut it out. And here are my baggies. So I hope that was helpful for you. Leave me a question if you have a question, and I will answer it as soon as I can. Thank you for joining me today, and have a wonderful day.